Hello and welcome. This is Tina from Frida Friemel, and today I'd like to show you how you can make this from this. These actually were file folders made of paper. I've already cut them. Yes, I've also kept the metal parts in here. Don't know what they're called, neither in English nor in German. Just to see if I can rust them up. This is what I've made of another file folder. I found them in my son's drawer for his school stuff. Yeah, they already looked like this, as you can see, like here. Let me show you. I think this is what they ought to look after, don't know, 6 months of use in a boy's backpack. I'm okay with that. I mean, more stuff for me to create, right? So this is the first I made. This, the second, with a little blank journal to put inside. And this little one will go in here. Fold, fold, fold. And then this will be the topper for my next journal. I left the back blank. No need, because I'll glue it to the journal. Maybe I make a pocket or just glue it. I don't know yet. So you'll need something to cut. I'll take this. You also could use a ruler and a knife. Then we need something like a bone folder or a plastic card. Maybe you could take the edge of your scissor handle just to burnish the folds. What else? Yeah, we actually need a pencil because it's not, absolutely not my kind of thing to do that, but we'll have to measure here and there. So let's see. I decided to take the greens just to have a better view of the scoring. Was looking for the word, found it, thank you. So let's see what the measurement says. My pencil is annoying me. We'll take the bigger flap. Let's see what we have here. 32 centimeters, about 12.5 inches. So we have to, let me show you. Let's take this out. We have to make these 3 parts. Shorter one. This is nearly the same size as the middle part. So let's see. I think let's measure it. Yeah, about 6 centimeters plus minus 0.5. Don't know. Yeah. Which way do I want to use it? This way or this. Oh no, that's too much printing. But I love the lines. Let's see. What have we here? We would have to use something like 8 centimeters. That's too much. Okay, so we use the back side. Let's say we want the little flap about 6 centimeters. Yeah? Would that be enough? Yeah. Yeah, it would. It would be. Scoring. So now that we have the scoring, we have this line. This is a little trick I will always remember. I heard from Carrie Griffith first. He heard it from somebody else, don't remember. Since we've made a valley over here, just remember this very easy saying. A valley becomes a peak. So if you have this scored on this side, this is the valley, and you just fold it over, just like this. As easy as that. And now you have the peak. Okay, I like to burnish it, because I want a really, really sharp edge. Easy to fold. So I take it on the other side, fold it again. Just to make the paper something like weakened. You could also take your scissors, the blade of your scissors, just grab this a bit, just like this. Same thing on the outside. Now you've ripped the fibers. Easily rub this off. Fold it over and over. Oh, let me make this clean. So now you have a folding that's easily bendable, like this. Foldable, bendable, whatever. And to get, oh, hold on. To get this, you just have to fold this side over. No measuring, because you just take it and fold the edge. Let me take this away, lay this flat. You take the outer edge to the edge we just made and give it a little fold, just like that. Now, ta-da! Trifold. Burnish this again. On both sides. And if you like, take your scissors again and break the fibers. Just a little, not too much. You don't want to fall it off. Just break the fibers a bit. Clean it up. Same on this side. So, easily foldable. Look, flap, flap. So, I hope you can see that. These are scorings that are on the originally bought file folders. I don't have any anymore. I just cut them all up, and I like the look of those. So let's make some faux scores. I've made them here and here, all over. We don't want to fold them up, just to have the look. So let's see. I think I'd like to 0.3 millimeters. 0.4, 0.5 is too much. Just like 0.3. Have to get it straight. You know what? We measure it. 0.3 millimeters. Take a closer look. I think my head was in the way. Just like this. Just a little scoring. See? Yeah. And the next ones I'll actually eyeball them. I hate measuring, really. Every time I measure something, it comes out all crooked or wrong. I don't know. Just eyeball. Yeah. Yeah, I think 3 score lines will do. 4. Let's make 4. Looks better. Yes. Just look at this. Yes. Everything, same thing I'll do on this side. Off camera. So now we have the score lines. 4 outside, 4 inside. And now we need these 2 flaps. Okay? Just to hold paper or this file folder inside. For this, we'll need the other flap, obviously, because we used the outer flap to create this. And now we actually have to measure. Let's see. We have something like 6 centimeters or 2 1/4, a little bit more inches for the inner flap. So I'd like to use the same measurements for the top and the bottom flap. So I score, not cut, score at about 6 centimeters, 2.5 inches. Just score. And then you will have to make a flap to, well, glue into this. I'll make it 1.5 centimeters, about 1/2 inch. And this is when you cut. Remember, a valley becomes a peak, therefore I took this side to make the score line. So now we have the flap, but way too large. So this time, no, I don't measure. Goes in like in the file folder like this. But if you line it up with your fold, the paper might crack, bend, whatever. Just take it away from your fold just a wee bit. For those who use a metric system, I would say about 0.3 millimeters, because when you take 0.3, 0.4 millimeters, this flap actually can stay open a bit when you have papers in here, you know, and it doesn't get in the way with this fold. The same I'll do on the other side, not measuring, just eyeballing. I know my fold is here, somewhere like here. So I take the flap and eyeball like 0.3 or 0.4 millimeters. Cut it. Now I take a double. Yes. And hopefully, because this should be a rectangle with 90-degree angles. Yes. The bottom flap should fit as well as the top flap. Therefore, I take my file folder, then cut. It's somewhat crooked. It's okay. It's okay. And then I take this as my template to find out where I have to cut off somewhere like there. I lose a bit of the lines, but it's okay. So to glue this on, you can use any glue you have at hand. I wouldn't recommend these glue sticks. They dry out, the glue itself dries out on paper very, very fast. After, don't know, 6 months or 12 months, it will be this dry, the flap will fall apart. Also, some school glues won't hold up this long. You could use really, really good double-sided tape, this kind of tissue tape, you know. There's also this, what do you call it? Carpet tape? I have no idea. In German, Teppichklebeband. It's a very difficult, long word. This double-sided tape is used to glue your whatever PVC carpets on onto the floor, and it has this kind of squares, I think so. Yeah, like squares, and it glues. Whoa! It just glues. When once it sticks forever. Yeah. I'll take liquid glue. This is some glue from a shop here in Germany. She makes the glue herself. Not herself. She has a company make it for her. The formula is by Judith, and I love it. It doesn't it doesn't have too much water. This glue is actually so strong you can't release it. It's something like bookbinder's glue, but less water. Yeah, therefore you could use bookbinder's glue too. Of course, you can use tacky glue. What else is there? Like this super glue. Yeah, why not? This paper will not take the liquid that fast. So you can use, yeah, even a watery glue. But be sure the glue is really, really strong, because you want to bend this up and down. And by doing this, this little flap will have some tension and finally just fall off. When I was gluing these, I remembered this. I highly recommend you to get some of these glue erasers, because when you take wet glue, most of the time there'll be some leaking. I got some here, but with the glue eraser you can remove most of it. Here's a shiny part. Let me rub this. Yeah. There. Not shiny at all. Yeah, sure. You can see it's a bit darker, but it won't be this obvious. I also forgot to tell you, there's always something I'll forget when I have to show something like this. Tutorial is really stressful for me. I glued down the flaps, bottom and top, a bit off the edge. See this? Because I'd like to go the side flap inside and then bottom, top. When I've glued this exactly to the edge of this part, it would have been exactly at this fold, and I would have not been able to close this like this. Sure, if you forget this, like me sometimes, you can take these flaps, top and bottom, on the inside, and this on the outside. This will fit. This will do. But I like it that way. So, because then you have whatever you put on the inside, a bit more secured. You can shake it to every side, it won't fall off. So, I also cut the corners with my corner punch. Yeah, you can see it. This was the punch of the corner punch, and for this side, for what reason ever, I had to use my scissors. Works the same. You see? Yeah, it's a little bit off, but that's okay. I will crunch this up a bit. I will crunch up everything, you know. Here you can see. Yep, they're both similar. Also, I think I cut one of the edges, and there was a 90-degree angle, and I just punched it. I think it was this side. No idea. Now you have your trifold, this part, but there's a part left. We have this, and we have these left. So we're going to build this file folder too. See? Like this. You could fold. You could just fold it in half. I like to take it a bit more off to have here this edge. But this is not at an angle. Let me cut this off. Here we go. But I actually like this, don't know what it's called, this one. These file folders really remind me of vintage file folders because, yeah, this look is actually vintage to me, the style. So, let me see. So you could fold this in half, and you would have something like this. Then you it's called tab. Tab. You could have told me. Fold this in half. Yeah, and then take one of these leftovers and cut out a tab. Just glue it on here. But as I said, I like the vintage look of these. So I think I make it at 2 centimeters. Let me have a look. Yeah, nearly 2 centimeters with this overlapping. Where's my pencil? Here you go. Now we have remaining length of, let me see, 19 centimeters. Scoring, just scoring, not cutting. Take away this plate. Scoring at 9.5 centimeters would be the middle. Hope I measured this right. There. Valley becomes a peak again. 2 centimeters, and yes, there you go. Just like I like it. So I'll take my notch punch to go away. To make this corner somewhere over here. Now we have the tab. This actually we will cut off to have this shape. Let me get my cutting mat, my tiny cutting mat. Sorry. And where's my ruler? So I line this up. My brain likes to have everything straight. There you go. There and there. Something like this. Cut this off. And now we have, oh, I have to fix this. Now we have the tab. For this one, I actually used my scissors. Just my tiny scissors to cut this at an angle. Then I cut this off and then I rounded it a bit. Let me get this a bit more straight. There you go. Yeah, no, it's just 1 millimeter. Leave me alone. Yes, much better. And then I'll take my corner punch again. Punching all around. Yep. This was why I had to use my scissors. I have no idea what's happening. Sometimes this punch takes these just for... I've done it! But, yeah, I could clear this. So, oh, yep, this is much too much. You could leave this, yeah, okay. Oh, I could glue something on here. Let me see. Or I'll just cut it. I think I'll just cut it. You see, this is what happens when I have to measure. No way. Eyeballing. Eyeballing is my kind of working. My style of working. Love it. Okay, just need this. I think I'll just cut it up. Dearest, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I like the idea of putting something on here. Just to have this width. I don't know. Would be much shorter. Yeah. No. No cutting. No gluing. I know what I do. Just add some score lines. Let me see which way. On this side. Yeah, I've already folded this, but I don't mind. I'm going to add exactly those 4 score lines, like I did on the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, now we have the score lines. And when we bend this a bit up, bend, I said bend, we actually are able, there you go. Again, the valley becomes a peak. I love it. To fold it without noticing anyone but me or you. Just give it another burnish. Yes. Sometimes I love the way my brain works. No, most of the time. Yes. Yep. Just breaking the fibers again. To make it more like flappy. Let's call it flappy. I have no idea how to call it otherwise. So this, yeah, and now the first folding is of no interest anymore. See? Okay, with this notch punch my tab is really it's a lot smaller than this one, but I kind of like it. Well, I can't use my ready-made vintage stickers on this flap, but yeah, I'll find something. So let's see what we've made. There you go. We have the trifold file folder with the flaps to put loose leaves in there. Oh, wrong. This way. We have the, what I would call very vintage file folder to go as a loose leaf in there. Yeah. And we have these two cards. I would make journaling cards out of them. See? No. They're too small for ATCs, but I would make some kind of journaling cards. You could also take them, since you have a flap over here, and glue them on the outside of your trifold, just for more interest, you know? Or one here, or just to the inside, so this way. There, to make room for some other leaves. Yes, they can. You could also keep them for the next project, of course. So this will be covered up with book pages, newspaper, decorative papers. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, but I find. I love these file folders, and I make them in advance to just pull them out of the box and decorate them. This one will also be decorated with, I don't know, book pages, ledger paper, whatever you want. I think this is a nice project to just make a mini journal like I did with this. You can also sew it in. Sew it in, as I was told. Sew it in. You could use a stapler for this. Yeah, staple it in here, so you have like a book. And yeah, here I used a book page and a part of a poem out of a book. This is actually gesso, stamped, coffee dyed gesso, okay? And I just put a notepad on there to add some writing space. Most of my works have loads of writing space, just to be sure you can write, draw, scrapbook, whatever you like in this book. And it's not just my art you have at hand, but your art too. Your feelings, your emotions, whatever, your thoughts. It's important to me to make something that will be important to you. And hopefully I've shown you a simple way to give your life or your loved one's life a little bit of importance. Bye! See you next time, and I'm very excited about it.